I want to tell you the story about how I bought my first house with $500 out of pocket. This was about 12 years ago, and I had just got started in the mortgage industry, but I was learning the ins and outs of how it worked and thought that maybe I would be able to buy a home with my new income now that I was out of the restaurant industry. I started talking to a loan officer that worked at the company I was at, and he was telling me about a down payment assistance program in Oregon specifically that nobody really knew about. But based on the amount of income you made in a year, you could put either 0% or 1% down, depending on which tier you fell into. At the time, I was just getting started, so I wasn't making a lot of money, but I made enough to qualify to support the payment, and I qualified for 0% down. I had to put down a $500 earnest money as good faith to the seller when I put an offer in. And then I got the seller to cover up to 2% in closing costs. My only out of pocket for me to buy this house was $500 on the earnest money, which ended up getting applied to my loan balance on $350,000 right at the end. The point of the video is this: you don't always have to have 10, 15, or 20% to put down just like mom and dad did. Now, some people swear by that, but it's not always the case. I bought a home and I've been in the mortgage industry for 12 years, almost 13 now, and my very first home, I did as little as $500 down. So there's multiple ways that you can achieve home ownership. You don't always have to do what everyone tells you. You need to go through this process. You don't need 20%. You don't need 2%. You might not even need $20 out of pocket. You just have to see what options and programs are available in your area. If you have any questions or you need help figuring that out, just send me a DM. I'm happy to help in any way I can.